The View co-host and former Donald Trump White House communications staffer Alyssa Farah Griffin has sounded another alarm over her ex-boss heading into the 2024 presidential election. With just under 3 weeks to go before Americans head to the polls to elect either Trump or Vice President Kamala Harris, the 35-year-old warned on Wednesday's episode of the talk show that she thinks Trump won't peacefully concede if Harris wins. Griffin's comments came as the show's panelists addressed Trump's repeated claims that there was a peaceful transition of power after he lost the 2020 presidential election against Joe Biden, despite, as Whoopi Goldberg, 68, reminded audiences at the top of the episode, there was an insurrection on January 6, 2021, which saw over 1,000 people, many brandishing Trump merchandise, storm the Capitol in protest of the results. We all saw it with our own eyes, even Mike Pence, who needs to come out stronger now, I think. Joy Behar, 82, began the conversation, referencing another of Griffin's former bosses. His life was on the line. They had a noose ready for him. How do these people that are still following him follow him? I don't understand the mentality anymore. Griffin observed that there has been a total rewriting and whitewashing of the Capitol insurrection, an Incident Entertainment Weekly previously confirmed federal prosecutors interviewed her about in a probe into Trump's actions on the day. They completely changed their tune when Donald Trump showed that he's still got some power and still got some support because it was politically advantageous to them. Griffin observed of certain politicians who aligned with Trump after initially criticizing his behavior leading up to January 6th. Behar called such people pathetic before Griffin continued. If he loses, do you guys honestly think this time he'll take it like a man and just concede and move on? Griffin posed to the public. He's going to try to steal the election, and the Biden administration needs to be ready to secure the Capitol and state capitals. Goldberg agreed, speculating that he'll try to start some poo if Harris wins. A scenario 55-year-old legal expert Sunny Hostin said she foresees happening. I'm very worried about the fact that I do believe that Kamala Harris will win the popular vote and also win the election. And I think he'll deny if she wins. And I think we need to be really vigilant the weeks after November 5th, after the election, she said. Griffin ended the segment with a final observation. By the way, if he wins, Kamala Harris will concede, and she will likely show up to his inauguration, because that's what we do in America. We allow the peaceful transition of power. In some instances, Trump and his running mate, hillbilly elegy subject J.D. Vance, have both declined to acknowledge that Biden's inauguration in 2021 was legitimate, with Vance recently sidestepping a question from Harris's VP pick, Tim Walz, during the VP debate in October. EW has reached out to representatives for Trump for comment. The View airs weekdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time on ABC.